Hello everybody, Iain Robson. Welcome back to an episode of County Line. Alright, today is the first day of spring, and the ground temperature is actually pretty high for the first day of spring. Often I have snow still laying around, and I do have a little bit of snow laying around here, but not a whole lot. So, if you recall from the previous episode, we purchased a field. Here we are. We purchased field 18, and 18 needs a little bit of plowing here, so it hasn't been fertilized at all. What we should check is, let's go over and just take a look at field 18, which is actually just behind this shed here. Let's go take a quick little peek to see what's the deal over there. And so here's 18 right up here. I don't know what's in it. I don't know what needs to be done to it at all. So let's take a quick little look. Okay, it's just fallow. Altogether fallow. So what we should do here is probably fertilize at least once. That'll probably make our lives a little bit easier here. Because we fertilize, then we can plow it under, and then we can fertilize again, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, cool. So that's what we're gonna do this episode. Let's go ahead and we had 50,000 liters worth in here. That's pretty impressive. I didn't think we had that much slurry, to be honest with you. And we still have some left, not a whole lot. So I just filled up this tanker here. The cool thing is with that truck I have now, this tanker can actually work with that truck as well, which is pretty neat. Just gonna send this back to the main farm there because I want to top off our fertilizer factory. And we'll do that. Let's fire up the big case here. I actually saw a couple of these not too long ago, and they are pretty big. I think I saw a case 420. I saw a case 420 not too long ago when I was at a festival, a dairy festival, and it was pretty intense to see one of these big cases like up front. In real life. What was this one? Was it the same size as this one? No. This is the bigger one. I saw a 420, but it was a case Steiger, just a 420, not a 620, so it was pretty intense. Let's go ahead and top up the fuel here. While we're around here, it's around the corner here. I don't know how much fuel it's going to take, but I imagine it'll take quite a bit. This is the culti plow, so we're going to get a plow and a cultivated state. It's going to return back to the same state it was before. Alright, let's turn it off. Top it up with fuel. This guy's almost back. Excellent. And what we'll do is we'll grab the fertilizer spreader and fertilize that up. Just wait till it gets back to the main farm. I guess I could take it over. I'm so used to just letting Courseplay drive around. Does such a great job that I'm just like, look at that job right there. So smooth. The funny thing is I actually drove it once just like that. But it's hard to replicate that sometimes, which is pretty funny actually. So, all right, make a turn here. There we are. As you see, we don't have any hay that needs to be mown yet because it's the first day of spring basically, and I don't expect anything to be ready quite yet basically. So we'll drop this off into our fertilizer maker right there, and then we'll swing around with we need some grain, I believe, too. So let's make this turn here. This turn over here. Oh, I didn't even know where I was going. Should have really gone straight, actually. Would have been made more sense. Oh well. It's too late now. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this off here. As you can see, there's the Courseplay course that would have driven that little area right there. So like I said, you can actually, with the truck that we have now, I can actually use this same tanker, which is pretty slick actually. But we need some manure here actually. And we do have manure. Let's see here. I guess we can grab the truck from right here. Is it full of wood chips? No, not really. But we'll drop this off and then we'll grab some manure. Go. This has become the wood chip, manure, whatever else. As you can see, we have a couple pallets just chilling out there now already. It's surprising how fast this actually makes those pallets. Like if you progress time, like if you speed up time a little bit, so you want to go to the next day, you actually get a good chunk of wood chips. It's pretty intense. All right, do I want to take the Oliver back as well? Yeah, might as well. Or should we leave it here for wood chips? Could go either way, really. No, I guess we could just leave it here for the time being, so I have something to move wood chips with at least. I do like using this thing because it holds 45,000 liters, which is awesome. Alright, let's head back to the main farm with this guy. As you can see, we still have the low boy there just chilling out. And we have $452,000. Also, I finally put something here to indicate where the road was. The little light poles, or street lights basically. So, it's easier, it's not ideal, but it'll definitely work. So I have a general idea of where I need to go, especially at night at least. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably put something between the light poles so I know roughly where I need to go. So as you can see, I just put them around here, so it makes it easy to follow. Oh, look at that, the train just went by. Sweet. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the main farm, and actually I need to head to the dairy farm. What would be the fastest way to get to the dairy farm? Probably on that road we just passed. Yeah, probably on that road we just passed, because we need to go here. Alright, don't think we have any... Oh, here's a place we can kind of do a U-turn here. Luckily for us. It's a little bit of a ditch, but this thing's got some horsepower, so I'm not too worried about it. Apparently we have the diff locks on still. Alright, so I'll head back to the main farm, or to the dairy farm, and back in a second here. Also, randomly, looks like there's another area for grain storage right there. Where are we here? I'm surprised it's not on the map. South side of field 28, looks like. Another little storage area for grain from the looks of it. I don't know if you can actually pick up grain from there or not, though. But it looks like you can. Oh, let's test this out real quick. I'm just kind of curious. I just was driving by and I happened to notice this. Apparently that was a bit of a rough turn. Wonder if these share the same quantities as my main farm. No, you can't really. Honestly, you can't get anything out of there. I'm really surprised by that, actually. Is there no trigger there or anything? No, it's there for show. That is kind of lame if you ask me. They're there, and it makes it look like you can get stuff from there, but apparently not. Maybe it's not your farm, I don't know. But it's there, so it appears as if you could get stuff from there. Another storage building there. I'm sure I can open this building. Let's find out here. Can I open this? Oh, I can. Yeah, see, I can open this up. But I can't get any grain out of there. I don't understand. Anyways, I'll see you back at the dairy farm. Alright, just coming up to the dairy farm here. Let's go ahead and grab some manure from this right here. We don't have 45,000 liters of manure, but we have some manure over here. Is this going to be too tall? Nope, we're okay. Barely. There we go. And let's hop into this guy right here. Not this guy. This guy. Didn't even need all that slurry. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Because we're going to come over here momentarily with the other truck. Let's put it over here in a parking lot. There we go. And drop that off there because we need to fertilize that field there. Let's grab our fertilizer spreader, which I think is down here somewhere. So the ground isn't frozen, although we still have snow on the ground, so that's the reason why I'm able to start doing some of this early spring stuff. I think in reality, I don't know, if you had snow on the ground, I don't think people, they don't think they would do, fertilization just because you get the runoff, which is why you get a lot of weird things happening with rivers sometimes and lakes. There we go. That should be enough to do field 18 here. Let's go ahead and get this started here. I want to fertilize this first before I put the case on there, because if I put the case on there, it's not going to fertilize at all, because it needs 3 stages of fertilization. So normally I wouldn't have to do it. Whoa, there's another cat there. Jeez, get out of the way. That cat, every single time I drive by it, the cat like runs in front of the tractor. Like, it seems like it's every single time. Alright, field 18, where are you? Where's the entrance to you? I guess this is it right here. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's see. wonder if I can get away with doing, let's see what course play says. This is just for future reference more than anything else. Let's see here. We want field 18? 18. And let's generate course from where I am right now. And we'll do, maybe we don't need to do a headland. 0 headlands. Apparently wants me to do headlands. I have no choice but to do headlands apparently with this. Really? There we go. Let's see. Can I do? No. Yeah, absolutely have to do headlands. So let's do. Let's see what it says. Generating the course. And let's see how that looks. Oh, good, it does do it that way. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Might as well just save this right now. Call this. I'm not going to use it right now, but I just wanted to, I was more curious. F18, which is a jet. F18 Fert 50 meters. Cool. That's for future. Right now we don't need it. Let's just grab our GPS here. Actually, we probably don't need a GPS. Or do we? There we go. Oh, the grass on the edge there. Yeah, that grass is fertilizable. That's even a word. No, what's weird right now is because I use the, because I did this, and because I did that earlier on with the triggers and whatnot, the GPS is all like, "What are you doing?" I don't know. It's kind of weird how it does that. Can I align this way? I can. Let's see here. Let's adjust this briefly. There we go. Now we can turn that off there. Then we'll get a little bit of that. Perfect. Got this field fertilized, and we can get the case running on here. The case takes a lot of... Because it's only 8 meters, it takes a long time to go do a whole field. So usually for that, I don't really... I tend not to do that on camera. I did it once for a little bit. I'm just like, whoa, and then I actually let it run for a bit, and I was like, wow, that is that's a long time. Longer than I expected, honestly. I think the our case might take this little section off. I don't know if it's if I can fertilize it. I might be able to actually get rid of it with our plow. If I don't know if that plow actually has the that capability, like allow field create. I don't think it does. Just because maybe it does. I don't know. Because it's like a plow cultivator. I'll have to check that now. This is a longer field than I thought it was, actually. I didn't realize how long this field was until I started doing this, and I was like, okay, this is a bit bigger than I expected it to be. Well, it was like, you know, what was it, $400,000, something like that? So, I'm not surprised it's this big. One of those things where you're just like, you don't realize until you're actually in the field doing the work, and you're like, okay, this is bigger than I expected it to be. Not a bad thing, really. Question is, what should we put in this field, really? That's really a good question. How close are we to the BGA? I wouldn't mind firing up the BGA. 18 is not close to the BGA, but 11 is. Maybe we can throw some corn in there for the BGA. Do a little bit of forage harvesting. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, if we got the BGA running, that means that's some more constant cash. I don't know. This is what I was thinking between. I was thinking about either starting the BGA or starting a solar farm. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. I'm not sure what would be the best choice in this case. Apparently when I started, I missed this little strip here, just because the way I started. Then I started using GPS. Oh, that's funny when that happens. And you're like, ugh. And you gotta go and get this little strip right here. That happens, but whatever. With GPS, you know, if you don't start with GPS, sometimes you'll end up with this kind of situation, but if you start with GPS, it's not so bad. Like, I don't know, there's worse things, I suppose. There's definitely worse things. Look, I got like maybe 1-2 strips left to do, and then this field will be actually done. Then we can fire up that that case there. Probably can start it now, if I'm honest. There we go. Last little bits there. Perfect. Let's go back to the other section here. I hate when that happens. It's like a little tiny little strip. I think I missed a little tiny strip at the end there too, but I'm not that worried about it. Alright, let's get lined up over here for this third strip. This actually is pretty cool. I didn't realize how close this field actually was to the main farm. But it's surprisingly close, which is not really a bad thing. Where's the actual point? Okay, there it is. That's not too bad then. All these trees here are kind of in my way. Actually not that bad. The ones up here are definitely like right on the field though. I don't know why the creator did that. Might have been a mistake, because I'm pretty sure if I set up the case, I know it's gonna run into one of these trees. Just because where they are. Look at them. It's like actually on the middle of the field. Why did the creator do that? I hope I can get. Let's just check actually. Can I cut these down? I hope I can. Otherwise, that's really annoying. Oh, phew. We're gonna have to take these out 100%. Yeah, look, there's like bushes here. Can I walk through this bush? At least I can walk through that one. What about these trees over here? Oh my goodness. Didn't even realize this. This is gonna make this interesting. Yeah. Definitely a bit more interesting than I want it to be. Oh, that one's not too bad. This one is going to get in the way. That one we can cut. Good. Alright. I may have to do a little bit of logging. Joy? Or not joy? Depending on how you feel about logging, I suppose. Wasn't my original intention to do that in the spring, but I definitely gotta take those out, because if I can cut them, it means they're collidable and they're gonna be in the way. Yeah. Oh goodness, and we don't have any chippers or anything over here. Nope. Definitely gonna take those out. I'm not sure. In real life, I'm not sure if this is something you probably do in the fall, I imagine, or the winter, is like dealing with brush around your field edges. Oh, look at this little tiny strip right here. Ah, goodness. Alright, looks like I got one more strip to go. Just because the way the field's shaped. It's kind of an odd shape actually, so this will be the last strip, I think. We may miss a bit of a corner, let's see here. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna miss just that's a little bit over here. Of course. There's always one corner that's missing. But watch, we'll get like halfway down here and then I'll be done. So once what will happen is I'll get to once this edge here gets to the edge over there, I'll just stop and do that little strip there. These are the reasons why I use coarse splice sometimes, because you're like, another little strip. There's always one little more. But we can actually get the case started on this actually. Oh yeah. Almost there. Almost. Alright, just finishing up this last little bit here. Yep, those trees are definitely going to be a problem. I'm going to have to take care of those at some point. Maybe even before I start cultivating. That's unfortunate. It depends on which way. Yeah, we could probably start cultivating. We'll just have to make sure that the headlands are after. Look at this, all over the place. There we go, that's that fertilized. 53% left. It's not terrible, I guess. Turn the GPS off. And what we'll do is we'll get that case started over here. And then go from there. There we go. That's probably good. Let's hop into the big dog here. So now it's been fertilized. Once we're going to fertilize again after we get this done here. Let's see. We want field 18. It's not 18 meters, this thing. I think it's 8 meters. Memory serves. So let's set it to 7.9 meters. Starting corner will be current vehicle position. We want to do the headlands after. Let's do 2 headlands, I think, might be advisable. Just to give us enough space. Let's verify that this thing is actually 8 meters. There's all those lampposts. Street lights. There's actually a song. I believe there's a song from the 80s called Street Light. Some of you may remember that, some of you may not. 8 meters. Okay, good. let's get into position, generate this course, and let this guy do his thing. And then meanwhile, I'm going to have to take out some of these trees. Let's see, let's start from this corner right here. Let's see what this comes up with. Let's see how bizarre this course is. Oh, perfect. I thought it was going to go like this way, but it doesn't. Oh, that's good. Okay, we'll save this as F18. 8 meter, or should I say plow, 8 meters. Good. Thought that was not going to save there. Anyways, folks, I will let this guy run off camera here. I have to get out. Got to do some things before work starts. My name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoyed. If you like what you saw, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more County Line. I'll catch you guys later.